Welcome back to BTB Tech. Today we're looking at the Asus ROG 8 Pro. It only comes in one color. It's Phantom Black. It's rated IP68. It's got a weight of 225 grams. The processor is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 with a Qualcomm Adreno 750 GPU. That is flagship specs. It's running an Android 14 with an Asus skin on top. Comes in 16 gigabytes or 24 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes or 1 terabyte of storage. The display is 6.78 inch Full HD at 2400 by 1080 with a 388 ppi. It's got 2500 nit brightness peak and 165 hertz refresh rate. On the back, it's got a triple camera setup, a 50 megapixel wide angle, a 32 megapixel telephoto, and a 13 megapixel ultra wide. You can record 8K in 24 frames per second or 4K at 30 or 60 frames per second. On the front camera, it's a 32 megapixel wide angle, and you can record 1080p Full HD at 30 frames per second or 720p HD 30-60 frames per second. This phone comes with a 5500 milliamp battery, 65 watt hypercharge, and that'll get you 0 to 100% in 39 minutes. It's got a 15 watt wireless charging and a 10 watt reverse wireless charging. To put that in perspective, you get 3.5 hours of gaming, 23 hours of video streaming, and 17 hours of social media scrolling. This phone is equipped with dual shoulder air triggers, advanced thermal cooling, anime LED matrix design on the back, dual stereo speakers, dual Type-C charging ports, headphone jack, dual SIM card slot, but it does not have a micro SD slot or an IR blaster. Now, I have been using this phone for quite a while here, and I have noticed that it's very, very quick. It's snappy. It responds well. The air triggers are great. They're pretty fun to use. The one thing I have noticed that I'm not too thrilled about is the 4G works great. 5G, on the other hand, does not. So I'm in a very high congested area that does very high 5G network. And whenever I hit the high 5G frequencies, this phone will not work. It just stays on 4G most of the time. If I hit a low band of 5G somewhere, it will pick up 5G, but it being normally 5G, it's supposed to work 5G. I do not see that. It does not work well in my area. The fan cooler on it, though, is pretty cool. Not really found a huge use for it. I'm not a huge gamer on my phone. Trying to find some games to do that with, but at this point, it's cool. I like the lights on it. The fan is very cooling. It will make your hands cold if you use it for too long. But other than that, it's a pretty nice phone. Especially if you're a gamer, you'll have no problem using this as a daily driver. It's a great phone. Look into it if you're interested. But that's my review for today, and I hope to see you in the next one.